If you are consuming red meat, then you are participating in a satanic ritual. So allow me to educate you about cannibalism, but more specifically the etymology of the word.
All right, let's see it.
English and Romanized Latin are both rooted in Hebrew, which is actually the Canaanite or Phoenician language. Therefore, the Hebrews today are actually speaking the Canaanite language.
This is only true of the script, the alphabet that is used to write the language. This is not true of the languages themselves.
Now, the word cannibal is a combination of the two words Cana and Baal, because the people from Cana were cannibals who worshipped Baal.
So there's absolutely no truth whatsoever to this claim. The English word cannibal comes from the Spanish word cannibal, which is a corruption of the Spanish word caribal, which was originally a reference to the native Carib people of Hispaniola that Christopher Columbus came across. And Columbus assumed these were Asian peoples, assumed that they consumed human flesh because he was an utterly abominable human being, and caribal became corrupted to cannibal because they liked the way that resonated with the Latin word canis for dog, because they liked to think of these people as dog-like in their voraciousness. So the word cannibal is rooted in horrific European racism and has absolutely nothing to do with Canaan or with Baal.
These Satanists would burn the bodies of people, but mostly children's bodies, and this was done as a sacrifice, as an offering to their God who loved the smell of burning flesh. And they would do this on an altar before a gold statue of a bull called Baal.
There is no evidence to support any of this. These are all post-biblical fantasies.
The word Baal comes from the Hebrew word El.
Baal is absolutely not related etymologically to the Hebrew word El. It's not spelled the same. It's Beit Ain Lamed, not Beit Aleph Lamed. Baal is actually a Hebrew word that means Lord, Master. It can even mean husband, and again has absolutely no etymological relationship whatsoever to the Hebrew word El,
which are the two Hebrew letters Aleph, the bull, and Lamed, the staff, which together means the strong leader.
Those characters did not mean those things, and you do not get the etymology of words by putting together what you imagine the individual characters by themselves mean. This is not the etymology of the Hebrew word El in any way, shape, or form.
And he is even called Moloch, which means king.
This is also not true at all, and that is not the etymology of the word Molech, which is just a generic noun that refers to a specific type of sacrifice that frequently involved a human. Additionally, the God of Israel commands human sacrifices to them in the Hebrew Bible.
The bullhorn lasts forever, and that's why they use them to make weapons and instruments.
Bull's horns do not last forever.
Just like a bull's horn lasting forever, these elites remake themselves like a snake shedding its skin. They have new names and new disguises, but they are always pushing the same regime, deception, and to take over. In my previous video, people were saying that the Baphomet is not satanic, but in the Satanic Temple, Baphomet is currently being worshipped.
No, they are not. The Satanic Temple is non-theistic. Their use of imagery associated with Satan is purely rhetorical.
And this is another form of the elites shedding their skin. From Baal to Baphomet, they are one and the same.
I'm not going to go through the rest of this, but I think you get the gist of this particular brand of misinformation.